Aries, welcome to your reading for year 2019 overview. Like I said, this is a general reading. If you are wanting a specific reading, then you can go to my website, which is www.spiritualreadings.net. Like I said, this is for the sun sign of Aries, but if you want to check your moon sign and your rising sign, then that's also going to be quite helpful because it's going to create more of a overall picture about what's going on for you in the year 2019. Also, we'll be doing a love reading, so do watch out for that. And please do like and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate any feedback that you have got for me as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, Aries, is going straight into your reading. I'll be starting off with the month of January 2019. Okay, so with the High Priestess in the reverse position, Aries, perhaps you need to take more action. And the reason why I'm saying this, because the High Priestess in the upright is someone who's quite passive. She lets God in the situation. Okay, she's very she kind of like lets things naturally unfold. Alright, but with the High Priestess in the reverse, it's showing here now is not the time to kind of rest on your laurels, to take a passive stance. You need to take action. And why is that? So you've got the Emperor card reversed in the reverse position paired with this. And the Emperor in the reverse position can represent, I mean, it could be you, Aries, because the Emperor card does represent Aries in the tarot. But the Emperor in the reverse can represent, if it is you or if it isn't, perhaps not being able to be in control of the situation this month, Aries. Perhaps not laying down the boundaries or not making things clear, not having more of a strong stance this month. So maybe the reason why you need to kind of take action is because you need to get control back. By looks here, Aries, you need to get control back. Perhaps take a more authoritative stance and set some boundaries in place in moving forward. Okay, and if there is someone around you like that, if it's not you, then perhaps someone around you needs to start taking action. And you know, and for that reason, perhaps you're not in control because of this other individual here, because they're not putting the weight in, especially if they're in a relationship with you. If they're not putting the weight in the relationship and they're not taking action, which they need to, then that's probably going to leave you feeling out of control in the situation here. And then we've got the, for February 2019, we've got the Queen of Swords in the upright. And we've got the Page of Cups in the upright. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, this could represent an air sign individual. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And the Queen of Swords in the tarot is very fair, impartial, practical. Thinks more with her head than her heart. And as you notice as well, she's quite guarded. She's got a sword in front of her. She protects her emotions. But she's also quite an intelligent individual as well. Very good at giving advice. And paired with this, so it could be an air sign individual. Okay. And paired with this, we've got our Page of Cups, which could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So it seems like there might be some news, because Page represents news in the tarot. So it could be someone's going to present some news to you of an emotional offer in February 2019, Aries. Okay, and this Page of Cups could be a water sign, like I said. Someone who's quite sensitive, quite creative, bit of a dreamer, quite emotional. And someone's making an emotional offer. But perhaps with the Queen of Swords, it's showing, okay, allow this person to come in, but also think logically about this relationship. Think realistically about the relationship. Okay? don't jump right into the relationship, making sure that you actually have a fair, impartial view of this romantic offer that's going to be presented to you this month. And as you notice with the Queen of Swords, she's pulling her hand out. So she's saying, you can come forward, but she's always going to uphold the truth, and she's always going to be fair and impartial. And they're coming forward. If you know, the Page of Cups is coming forward. Alright? And they're making this offer. So it seems like you're allowing this offer to come ahead, but you're going to make a realistic assessment of this emotional offer that's coming forward in February 2019, Aries. Which is good because Valentine's falls in the month of February. So there could be someone around you making an emotional offer for you. In March then, we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, and we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, this could represent a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. Someone who's very methodical, practical, is quite cautious in moving forward. Okay, takes their time, analyses the situation before they make any moves. Make sure the moves that they do make are the right moves. And with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, perhaps, because it could be a material and financial offer coming forward from the Knight of Pentacles, or taking the first step, practical step forward, and perhaps resolving maybe a family dynamic that's quite dysfunctional, or something's not working within a unit. Because if you look at the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, it could represent a family, okay, or it could represent your material financial security in the upright. But in the reverse, perhaps materially financially things are not going well as expected, or there could be a family dysfunction, and as a result, with the Knight of Pentacles, you want to take a first practical step to resolve this situation. If it is a dysfunction in a family, or if there is any issues with your material and financial situation here, where there perhaps could be some drains in your savings in March, and you want to take practical, logical steps to resolve this situation. If it is on a romantic level, I feel like there could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn possibly around you. He's quite cautious, she was quite logical. And perhaps this individual is draining your savings, perhaps, okay? Or there could be some perhaps pocket of like potholes within the relationship, because with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse can represent potholes on some level, where there's perhaps some potholes in the relationship, perhaps things that need ironing out in the relationship, because it's not, you don't feel prosperous right now in a situation in March for whatever reason. Advice for you in the first quarter, Aries, you've got the Page of Michael. And the Page of Michael represents being truthful, perceptive, analytical but blunt. Okay? And the advice here is showing an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. You view contracts or documents very thoroughly. Okay? So yeah, like I mentioned in the first quarter for January, February and March, there could be some challenges that you need to kind of deal with. Okay, but you do have what it takes to succeed, to move forward, even though perhaps you don't feel prosperous in March here, or you feel like you don't have the control in January. Okay, but if you are signing any contracts or documents, read them very carefully. Okay, so it could be here with the Queen of Swords, you need to be more fair and impartial with an offer that's being presented here. Or with the Knight of Pentacles, be more cautious, especially within March. You need to be quite cautious when signing documents and contracts. In April then, Aries, it's showing here that you've got the Three of Cups in the reverse and you've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse position. So with the Three of Cups in the reverse position, this could mean that perhaps you're not working in collaboration with someone in a group dynamic. Okay, or if it isn't that, perhaps you're not going out socializing much as you want to. If it is on a love sense, it could be that perhaps going out a third party situation with an individual here. But if there is an individual around you, Aries, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, or someone who has the qualities of the King of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse position. So it could be someone who's quite selfish, greedy, stubborn, very materialistic, and perhaps maybe this is the reason that you're not working in collaboration with someone or an agreement with someone here. Or the person that you were romantically involved with was in a third party situation because the reason they were involved in the relationship with you, perhaps it was for some in regards to material and financial matters. Okay, they were a bit too greedy, they were too selfish. Maybe a bit of a gold digger if it's to that extreme. Looking in May then for 2019 Aries, we've got the Hierophant in the upright and we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Hierophant represents maybe you want to be committed to something here in May. Or perhaps you need to uphold your beliefs and values in a situation. And it could be perhaps there's going to be a Knight of Cups, a water sign individual, which is in the reverse position, don't forget. And it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now this person, if it is an individual around you, could be quite emotionally manipulative, quite emotionally unstable, quite immature, even emotionally unavailable with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So if it is a love relationship, even though you might want a commitment, this person might be emotionally unavailable with the Knight of Cups in the reverse position here. And if it isn't on a romantic sense, perhaps you do want to commit to something, but there's someone around you who's quite emotionally manipulative. Okay, especially if it's in a workspace or if you're in your work environment, if there's someone around you, could be quite manipulative. He wants to gain some sort of form of control. And as a result, maybe you need to uphold your beliefs and values in a situation and do what's morally right to tackle this individual that's around you within the workplace. Or even if it's in a family dynamic, perhaps uphold your beliefs and values to stand up to this person in the month of May. So in June then, Aries, we've got the King of Wands in the upright and we've got the Empress in the upright, okay? So with the King of Wands, it could represent you, because the Wands energy, especially in a court card, with the King of Wands could represent an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius. Someone's quite charismatic, quite courageous, bit of a go-getter. He knows how to influence the crowd really well. And with the Empress card, perhaps there's someone who's quite nurturing, someone who's quite caring in some manner. It could be a motherly figure. But it seems like here with the King of Wands, they're not focused on perhaps this nurturing person that's near them. Okay? Or perhaps, especially with the Empress, it can represent abundance. Perhaps not focusing on maybe creating abundance for yourself. Seeing the reward for your hard labour paying off, bearing fruit. You're not focusing on what you want to manifest to bring abundance in your life. Or perhaps you need to develop some nurturing qualities within yourself because you don't want to focus on it. And on a romantic level, perhaps there could be someone around you who is maybe a Taurus or a Venus, because you've got the Venus sign shown with the Empress card. And with this Venus sign showing here, it could represent someone who's quite peaceful, someone who's quite, like I said, abundant. Okay, maybe who's quite nurturing around you, perhaps not focusing on this individual in the relationship. Or whether perhaps if it's in a work environment, you may be more focused on just achieving your goals and objectives. And maybe in order to manifest what you want in your career, on the career front, is perhaps to kind of have this mindset of being abundant. Okay, to manifest, to see hard work pay off in June, Aries. I can see here then, an advice card for the second quarter for you, Aries, is a 7 and Ariel. You invested wisely, have the patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavour. Okay, so it's showing here, perhaps, especially looking the month of April here, maybe to invest wisely and to have the patience. To create the harvest, the Empress, to create the abundance that you want. And to take that next step to move towards manifesting what you want with the Empress card, Aries. Okay? So in the third quarter then, Aries, in July, we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse, and we've got the Five of Cups in the upright. So perhaps you're not able to move on from something here in July, Aries. And mentally, especially, you're not able to move on from something. And it could be because you're experiencing some sorrow, regret and loss here in July. And maybe it's the reason why you can't move forward and get out of this mental state of being stuck, basically. And maybe you're focusing on the hurt and loss with the Three of Cups that have fallen over, and looking at the Two Cups that are behind you. So maybe so focused on the sorrow and the regret and loss, and you don't want to let go, you don't want to move on, or you don't want to move forward, but perhaps maybe you need to look at the Two Cups that are behind you. But there could be some sorrow, regret and loss here in July, Aries, however that applies to you. It might be in a romantic sense. Okay, maybe you need to let go of someone on a romantic level. Maybe you need to let go of the job, but you don't want to let go of it. There might be some resistance there. In the month of August then, Aries, we've got the Magician in the reverse, and we've got the Ten of Swords in the upright. So with the Magician in the reverse, Aries, it seems like perhaps in August you feel like you're not feeling like you're not manifesting what you want this month of August. Okay, things perhaps not working in your favour as you're expecting it. You're perhaps not manifesting what you want in your life, and as a result, perhaps you just feel completely tired, worn out. You feel like perhaps energy's been taken out of you, you need to recuperate. Okay, and because you're not able to manifest what you want, you feel like perhaps you feel betrayed or stabbed in the back for some reason, or you just feel like you've come to an ending point because you weren't able to develop what you wanted to. But if it is on a romantic level, perhaps there's someone who's quite cunning, someone who's quite manipulative, because the Magician in the upright is someone who's quite an honourable person who's able to manifest what they want. They've got the tools and resources to do that, but in the reverse, it shows here they're not able to manifest what they haven't, not able to manifest what they want because they don't have the tools and resources or the insight, and because they feel like they've been stabbed in the back. So it could be someone who's quite manipulative, a bit of a con man, who's perhaps betrayed you in a relationship badly as well in August. Looking in September, Aries, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and we've got the Nine of Wands in the upright. So in September, perhaps, Aries, you don't feel content with what you have, maybe on a material or financial level. Okay, because normally the Nine of Pentacles in the upright shows, if you look at the lady on the card here, someone's very content with what they have. Quite independent, happy with what they achieved in life and where they're going. But with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, perhaps you're not happy or content with what you achieved in life. Perhaps you don't feel you're able to independently cope with your life, to achieve some sort of personal material financial success. But it seems here with the Knight of Wands, facing this, you want to take action. And the action is to passionately to resolve this situation, to make things right. And the Knight of Wands could represent you, Aries, because it could represent an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius person. Or there could be a fire sign coming in to kind of help you with this. If perhaps you feel like you're not content with what you have, okay, perhaps you're not happy within your sphere of life right now. Perhaps the fire sign is going to come in to kind of come in to resolve this for you and take action. Especially in a career sense, it could be a fire sign around you who's got this, all the qualities of the Knight of Wands coming in to help you out with maybe a material financial problem that you may have in your sphere of life. Or perhaps you're not content in independently tackling some situations at work as well by yourself. And if it is on a romantic level and you feel like perhaps you don't feel content within yourself, there's going to be a fire sign coming rushing in. Okay, but the Knight of Wands, you have to be a bit careful because the Knight of Wands likes to arrive quickly, but also likes to depart very quickly as well. They're very restless individuals. So advice card for the third quarter, Aries, you've got the King of Ariel. And the King of Ariel shows here successful, stable, accomplished and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using the resources wisely. So yeah, it shows here, Aries, even though you feel like things not working out as expected in the third quarter, things are going to eventually pan out for you. I feel like there will be professional financial success. I feel like you are going to, in the third quarter, kind of work towards achieving that. And even though perhaps you feel like not being able to manifest what you want, maybe you need to use your resources effectively and wisely to create success in your life, to feel stable, to feel accomplished, and to feel powerful in the third quarter, Aries. So in October, we've got the Sun card in the upright, and we've got the Queen of Cups in the upright, in the reverse position, sorry. So the Sun card in the upright represents happiness, joyfulness. There could be even children involved. Perhaps someone's going to give birth to a child in October. Okay. And we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Alright, so perhaps there's someone around you who is a water sign, Aries. It could be Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, who's been quite manipulative, quite spiteful, quite ruthless even. Alright, and perhaps your happiness here could potentially be affected by this water sign because of their personality. Because even though the Sun card is in the upright and it is a positive card in the upright position, this could be hindered by the Queen of Cups because this is paired with this in October. So maybe you need to be on guard about a water sign around you who's been quite manipulative and taking advantage of you this month, Aries, in October. Especially if it's on a work front, especially achieving success in the work front, there could be someone quite emotionally manipulative, or even if it's on a romantic level, you need to be careful of someone who's being manipulative around you. In November then, Aries, we've got the Death card in the reverse and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Now it seems like perhaps you're resisting changes here, Aries. And as a result, with the resistance of change with the Death card in the reverse, it could be that's why you're not achieving some sort of emotional contentment with the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, maybe something has changed but you're resisting that change. Maybe it's time to let go but you don't want to let go. But if you don't let go, you're not going to achieve the happiness that you want. Okay, and this could apply to any sphere of your life. See how that applies to you. Okay, quite self-explanatory. And then we've got in the month of December, we've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and then we've got the Three of the the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and we've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse as well. So the Four of Pentacles, perhaps there's going to be some financial drainage in December, Aries. Perhaps you need to let go, perhaps you need to let your guard down in December. Okay, but if there is any material issues or financial drainage, something's not going to develop here financially as a result because the Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. But if you don't let your guard down, perhaps this is December telling you to let your guard down, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to develop something on a romantic level. Or even on a business level, if you've got your guard up, or if you're holding too tightly onto your resources, you're not going to be able to, or even if there's going to be some drainage, if you don't release that, something's not going to develop here in December. So the advice card for the fourth quarter, Aries, is Five of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay. So if there's a challenge in the fourth quarter, Aries, I feel like you can resolve this. Withdraw from any drama that's going on around you in the fourth quarter as well. And have the patience with yourself and those around you. Okay, especially in October, Aries. I think you need to have patience around someone who's been quite manipulative and who's causing quite a lot of emotional drama. Alright, so that is your reading for year 2019. Like I said, please do like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next month for your general monthly readings. Speak to you soon.